the stations are numbered.
Yes! I got checked in early. And you get a complimentary soft drink on arrival.
Wow. Look at this junction. I would not recommend that restaurant. My lips are on fire. Now I feel a bit sick. Oh my god, look at that. So, as I'm a member of Priority Pass, I've seen that here at this airport in China, if you have Priority Pass card, you don't actually need to go and check in at your regular check-in desk. You can go to this VIP. You can see down there you've got the Priority Pass logo, and it means you get fast-track check-in, you get fast-track through security, and you get brought straight to your lounge. So let's see if it works. If it's as simple as it says it is. You have to get here 2 hours before, it says, the flight, which I wasn't able to check in for this flight online because I booked it through trip.com. I'm flying with Tibetan Airways to Chengdu. Why don't you join me and see how this first internal flight in China is going to go? Amazing. So I've got my little copy here of my receipt, and then it looks like that they've taken my backpack off me and brought it over here for check-in, which is great. So, like, she's sorting out my checked bag for me. She's asked me whether I want a window or an aisle seat, which I've said a window seat, which is amazing. I feel very special. Gate number 12. Boarding begins at 10:10. So, take priority channel 1 for security check. After passing the security check, walk about 100 meters to the left, show your boarding pass and the luggage at the JD Lounge to rest. Take priority when boarding. Amazing. Thank you very much. And then is that this way, security check, left. Perfect. I think it was the smoothest process ever. Wow. So now through to security check. And I go for priority security check number 1. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because look, that's the main security check over there. There we go. So that was pretty simple actually. I was the only person in that security queue, which was nice. I didn't feel rushed having to take all my electrics out because no one was behind me. They wouldn't let me take my bottle of water through though, so I've lost my bottle of water from Hong Kong, or the plastic bottle anyway. So she said 100 meters on the left. The lounge should be there, I think. Yes! Best business VIP room priority pass. Amazing. Got a little seat here with a view, looking out over the gates. So I think I'm on gate 6F. So my gate is just down here actually, which is really good. Not too far away from the gate. Let's go check out what the food options look like. Okay. Here's some Coke, full fat Coke. Might get a bottle of water, because mine have just been rudely stolen from me. I'm gonna get myself a coffee. Looks like a hot chocolate. So the lounge Wi-Fi is shocking. It's 0.44. Download speed, 0.27 upload speed. So when I'm connected to the free airport Wi-Fi, which isn't as simple as you think, you have to have a Chinese mobile number to do this. You need to get a text message. And I tried to buy a SIM in Hong Kong, but it's a Hong Kong number, not a Chinese number. And it said it allowed you to get a Chinese number as well, but it hasn't actually worked. And when I tried to speak to customer services, they said they didn't speak English, so I've just left it. But very kindly, the lady at the desk here has given me her number and allowed me to connect. Look at this, 60 meg download and 80 meg upload. Just amazing. Super good. They came over to grab me and said my flight is ready to start boarding, which is really good because I was like, so many announcements going on here. I've had to put my headphones in because it's so loud, as you can hear. But they said they would come and tell me when it's time to board. So I can see from my boarding pass that I'm on seat 6F, which I'm like, oh, does that mean I've had an upgrade? Because usually the first couple of rows of a flight are like business, but we'll see, maybe. Maybe going to that VIP lane to check in has helped us get an upgrade. We'll find out. Right. Thank you.
hello. Hi. So the flight is meant to be, I think, well, just over an hour and 10 minutes. So we arrive at about midday. So I'm intrigued to see whether we get offered any food. I doubt we will do. We're only really flying for an hour. Was easy enough. Hello, Chengdu. We have arrived. So quick. By the time we'd even got up into the air, we already started coming down. Also, the first time I've ever been on a flight where there's been a security guard who had like a camera and was like making sure that passengers were complying with the announcements, like putting the window blind up, putting your seat up, tray table up, etc. He was actually sat on the row that I was on the aisle seat. I've seen it in movies before, especially American movies, where you've got a security guard on a flight or a policeman, but I've never been on one myself. So yeah, we're here in Chengdu. We should have arrived into the domestic arrivals area, so that should mean no passport checks. We can just pick up our bags and then we can head on into the city. Let's see what Chengdu is all about. I do have a booking tomorrow already and planned ahead because it's very famous here for this. It's pretty good that I just walked past it. The panda is what this place is famous for. It's actually the only reason I booked to stay here. I want to go and visit the famous panda rehabilitation centre. Well, it's like a breeding centre, I think. There's not many of those in the world where they are like looking after pandas and breeding them. So yeah, I'm super excited to experience that, see what it's all about. This is baggage carousel number 10 and we're 24. So there are 14 carousels down. It's crazy. It's such a big airport. And it's an international airport. This makes sense. There's obviously a lot of flights that come in here from all over the world. But yeah. Wow. I knew I was going to have to do a 10-minute walk just to get to a baggage carousel. The baggage hall. I think it's 24. This is 24 on this app, which is very good actually, the Trip.com app, which is where I booked the flight through. I think I've said this a couple of times. I just booked everything for China through Trip.com in the end. Not because I'm being paid by them or anything like that, but to do anything here you have to have your passport information, whether that's booking a train, whether that's even booking tickets to go to the panda place tomorrow, or doing a hike, or not hike, but where I went in Linjiang up to the mountain to use the cable car. You've got to use your passport. And what I found is that trying to register on the train website here, Railway 12306, would not let me enter my information from my UK passport correctly. Just would not let me do it. I tried on an iPad, I tried on a tablet, I tried in Chrome, I tried on Safari, just did not work both times. So in the end, Trip.com is a much more user-friendly experience, I found. So once your passport information is saved in there, you can then book flights and trains. And also the benefit of the Trip.com I found, I did use One2Go Asia, but with that you have to go and collect a physical ticket 1 hour before the train departs. I didn't want to do that because that meant you've got to add on an hour on top of every single train journey you're getting, whereas with the one with all the stuff I've booked through Trip.com, it's all digital. You just show up with your passport, no need to collect any tickets. Oh my goodness, look, there's even a video stream outside of where they're loading the bags in, so you can see if your bag is about to come up. That is amazing. I am so impressed with that. That is cool. And also I'm loving how they've got, rather than adverts here, which is what you have at most airports when you've got anything like a screen, it's actually got information about where the train stations, stops are, which is actually very helpful. Bag one, ready to go. So we're heading down to the basement for the metro. Yes. Ah yes, this is right. So we're here, Terminal 1. and then it's heading for 10 minutes to the next station. So let's see. What's super helpful is all the stations are numbered. So I'm getting off here at line 10, train platform number 7, or station number 7. And that's why there's a 10 number and then another number next to it, which is super useful if you can't understand the language. Then you just look for the numbers, right? I'm getting on platform 18. So this side, because we're here. So 26 into 18. And then there's one more change. So interesting, you board on both sides of this. Huh. The next train is to Chengdu Medical Hospital. Is in 9 minutes. Wow. Pretty simple. Here we are. I've only just realised how big Chengdu is. Huge. There's like 10 or 11 different metro lines. So much to explore. I'm gonna get to the hotel first and see if they'll let me check in. I can see a sign for the hotel. We're almost there. Yes. Yes! I got checked in early. And you get a complimentary soft drink on arrival. Yeah. Put the key card in. Wow. This is nice. I love a glass cube. I've not seen a glass cube in a while. Ooh. Let's see what's behind here. Wow, that's a huge shower. Massive. With Tresemme Professional Conditioner, Shampoo and Body Wash. Wow. Obviously amenities. Tresemme hand wash. I never knew that they did hand wash. And then huge wardrobe here. With 6 coat hangers. 6 coat hangers is quite a good number. I obviously have to do the bed test. That's good. Is there a firm pillow in here? Yes, there is. There's a firm pillow there. Whew. But I'm not resting here. There's a chaise longue. And what's the view like? Oh wow. Huh. My goodness. So yeah, I thought there's like a stadium. You can just see behind between these two buildings here, that's a stadium there. So there's a big church, like a Catholic church here. And I think there's a square over there. Wow. Look at all those bikes. And I'm accepted now on DD Bikes, so I'm going to hire a bike and I'm going to cycle Chengdu. Yes. And whoa, look at all these buildings around. Very different from the ancient town of Dali and Linjiang. And air conditioning. So let's get this on and down. Yes. So I might get changed. And then I'm going to get on a bike and I'm going to head and find some sushi and explore more of Chengdu. It's not until I've stepped outside that hotel I've realised how hot it is. It's 33 degrees here in Chengdu, much warmer than it was where I've just come from in Linjiang. 2 videos ago, you would have seen me trying to register for this and it not working. And I was like, it's okay. I'm being patient. There is an orange Disney's drop-offs area near you. So it's saying that basically confirm unlock. Let's just confirm unlock. Oh, okay. It's basically just telling me where I cannot park, which is fine. I have the directions here for, best not have lost it, an amazing sushi place called Kami Restaurant. Whee! Oh my god, I do not like how that phone is jumping around in that basket. It's the only way I'm going to be able to hold this camera and also navigate at the same time, so Feels so good to be riding a bike. It's been a long time. Right, we're crossing over here. I'm feeling more comfortable now. I'm in a cycle lane specifically for cycles. Wow, look at this junction. I'm quite nervous. Wow, we're doing it. We've crossed it. Continuing onwards. It's actually quite nice, the breeze as well whilst riding this bike. Wow, I'm just trusting that this is the right place. I haven't checked the map. Starbucks, KFC. I don't know, am I going to be able to squeeze my bike over there? So put it on the end. Going alright? Yeah. Good spot of parking if I do say so myself. Right, let's figure out how on earth we end this session. That was fun. It was super easy as well. What's it say? Confirm car return. Amazing. You don't even have to take a picture of it to confirm where it is. Whereas when you hire loads of mopeds and things like that in Europe, you have to actually send them a picture. 1.5 CNY. So that is so cheap. So for that bike ride, it cost 16 pence. That's mental. So I found it, but it's closed for business apparently. I don't believe them because somebody's inside eating. But anyway, I would not recommend that restaurant. I'm gonna go down to the food hall and there's loads of places down there to eat. So, bye-bye. So I have found somewhere to eat and it's all through QR code. I just love some of the translations that are coming through on here. Like roasted spinal cord with old tofu, hot yellow throat. But I think I'm gonna go with stir-fried duck with ginger, I think. I think I may have over-ordered. Just to put it into scale, here's my bowl of rice. Also, look at my panda drink. Panda! So, these are full chilies. So they're absolutely burning my mouth. I can't eat this is way too hot. And then I was like, okay, I'll just stick to the the duck then. I'll just stick to the duck. Which some of it is okay, but a lot of it was on the bone. So if you've watched my videos, you know how I'm not a fan of meat on the bone. I mean, I'm not a fan of like chicken wings because you have to pull the meat off the bone. But when it's meat on the bone and it's this small, and then you're like, oh James, just have some of the ginger instead. So okay. This is actual ginger, which again is quite spicy to eat. I'm not a fan. It's okay. I'm not going to enjoy everything I eat. I think this is the first time I've really not enjoyed. That's not true. The hot pot that I had when I was climbing the Jade Snow Mountain, I did not enjoy that. What's the panda drink going to be like? What do you think? Oh, it's interesting. It's like milk, but watery. I'm gonna eat one of these. I think that's the best bit. The chocolate.
Maybe that wasn't the right choice eating fried apple. I had to leave 3/4 of the food. I couldn't eat anymore. My lips are on fire. And I was avoiding all the chilies, all the ginger, just trying to eat the duck that wasn't on the bone. And the drink just wasn't right. Now I feel a bit sick. The good thing is nowadays I don't just sit and eat it anyway. In the past I would have sat and eaten it out of politeness, but no, I can't. It's actually making me feel a bit ill. So I think I'm going to leave this mall and try and find somewhere else to eat. And then only walking a couple of meters along, and I saw this on the map. This is a strange place when I was looking for somewhere to eat. It's basically loads of shops, like high-end shops like Gucci. They've got to complete their LED or projection wall, I think. But then also all these other luxury Western brands inside old traditional Chinese houses. So you've got like a Louis Vuitton here in a nice traditional style Chinese building. I suppose it's maybe trying to like give a nod to the heritage of the area, but I find it odd when it's not local brands, it's Western brands. To me that seems a bit strange. I think it would be only like local companies or local food shops would be able to do that. Wow. One positive sign though is it does smell really nice here, and if I wanted to spend like a week's worth of travel budget I could probably find myself a perfume here. Ah, there is actually some historical things here rather than it being made to look like it is. This looks pretty old. It's protected as well, so I'm guessing you would have put the fire would have been in there and then stuff would have been burnt. Wow. Whoops. I might have just given in and gone to the Cheesecake Factory. Look at all the cheesecakes there are. I mean, I know it's not very Chinese, but that last meal's put me off. I need something that's going to make me feel a little bit better. So I'm treating myself to cheesecake. Oh my god, look at that. That was an amazing cheesecake that I just had then. A massive sugar rush though. Even though I've had a coffee, a nice latte, I'm still like, whew, I feel like I need to go lay down. I mean, this is a nice shopping centre. Like retail park area. It's very beautiful. And also they've got a Starbucks Reserve here as well, which I've never seen before, which basically serves alcohol. And I think exclusive types of coffee that you don't get anywhere else. Look at this water feature over here. Wow, look at this building here, the Excellency building. There is meant to be a temple somewhere within this complex. So I'm going to try and find where that is. Look at that Apple store as well. Whew. Massive. I actually had to bring my AirPods in to get them changed because the microphone stopped working, and it was so simple in Hong Kong. They just booked an appointment, did it, easy. Wow, it's absolutely massive here. So from that shopping centre I was just in there, and I've now gone into the IFS, which is a bit similar to the one in Hong Kong. There's loads of flagship stores here. I popped into the DJI one. I'm this close to buying a drone.
I've ended up hanging around this area much longer than I thought I was going to, actually. And it is pretty cool. It is like the Times Square of Chengdu. It's massive. You've got so many bright LED screens here with loads of different messages. You've got buildings that are all doing light shows. There's like 5 shopping centres, 6 shopping centres all within this one district. Then you've got that kind of oldie world style buildings I was at earlier over here. It's definitely worth checking out. You might notice I've got another camera on my neck here. I did get myself a new piece of tech, so we'll see what this looks like walking around. And yeah, that's my first day here in Chengdu. Thank you for watching. As always, if you liked it, then please hit the subscribe button below. And if you liked it, then give it a little thumbs up, because it's going to help other people to find the video as well. And if you've got any questions, comments, let me know in the comments below. I'll come back to you. Thanks again for watching. I'm going to get one of these bikes now back to the hotel. I'll see you on the next video, which is going to be, why is China so obsessed with pandas? I'm going to go to the Panda Center and see. So, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.